I'm Miko.
And I'm Rob.
And we're Wander Open Roads. And we are on our way to Canyonlands National Park.
Yeah.
So we are up early. We've made the turn onto 313. And we are 21 miles from Canyonlands Visitor Center. And so we're going to hit that first so that we can kind of figure out what the plan will be for today. We are not really coming with a plan of different things that we're going to do. We're going to talk to the park rangers and see what's the best things to do, the best hikes, the easiest hikes for the day. And
yeah, that's something that's really kind of worked out for us, is really just kind of, go to the visitor center, talk to the park ranger, and just kind of say, okay, we want to spend, half a day in the park or maybe a full day in the park, and what are some hikes or things that we can do, that are like, say, 2.5 to 3 miles or less or whatever, because you don't want to just jump on any trail that you see, because it may end up being a 7-mile loop or something, and you may just wear yourself out. So yeah,
and we're not trying to do that, because tomorrow we're going to Arches.
Exactly. Yeah, so we have to be selective.
Yeah, so we want to enjoy the park, but we want to kind of regulate, or what's the word I'm looking for? We want to manage.
Yeah, manage.
We want to manage our day so that we don't wear ourselves out, since we have other things that, we're doing while we're here.
Yes.
So, we're going to enjoy this drive on 313, and we'll see you at the visitor center.
So Canyonlands National Park is one of Utah's Mighty Five in the southern part of Utah, located near the town of Moab. It's also very close to, or relatively close to, Arches and to Capitol Reef National Parks. So this park preserves, has a colorful landscape, numerous canyons, mesas, and buttes by the Colorado River and the Green River and their tributaries. This park was signed into law in 1964, and the park is divided into 4 distinct districts: Island in the Sky, the Needles, the Maze, and the combined rivers, the Green and Colorado, which carve 2 large plateaus into the Colorado Plateau. And while these areas share a primitive desert atmosphere, each district has its own character and its own look and feel. So this is an awesome park, definitely one that you need to check out as part of the Mighty Five.
All right, so right from the visitor center, right across the street, is a great place to start.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a great place to start the day. Yeah, just right across from the visitor center, there are some fabulous views.
Yes.
Very, very short little trail to walk out there from different vantage points. I mean, it's beautiful. It is really beautiful.
Very much so. You can just take in the whole valley, just kind of, well, maybe not the whole valley.
Not the whole valley, yeah.
But you can take in a part of the valley right there just from that overlook.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of gives you that Grand Canyon feel, but it's not quite as big or tall, so you can kind of interact with it more,
And there appear to be some trails, like you can off-road or ride your bikes.
Yes. There are several parts of the park that we're not going to be able to see because you have to have like a 4-wheel drive vehicle. But yeah, if we did, oh boy, it'd be that would be pretty amazing right there.
Yeah, but I mean, you could also take bikes. I don't know exactly how you get there, but yeah, there were dirt roads that you could take your bikes on.
Yeah, we saw some mountain bikes out there. Yeah,
yes,
sure did.
All right, so on to the next stop. Another fantastic stop. That was the Schaefer Trail. Amazing views. I love that you could, you know, had the little rock tunnel that we climbed through. You're on the other side. You're by yourself.
Yeah. No,
I loved it.
I will say this. There are no guardrails in this place. I mean, you can literally walk right up to the edge of the cliff. I mean, there's nothing to stop you. So, you know, definitely wear some good hiking boots. You know, nothing where you're going to be slipping or anything. You know, you want to have good traction and you want to take it nice and slow. But yeah, we climbed over some rocks and through some little. I mean, yeah, it was cool. It was definitely cool.
Yeah. Yep. And so now we are gonna see if we can get into the Mesa Arch parking lot on the way up. If we can, we'll stop. If not, then we'll hit that on the way back out as recommended by the park ranger.
Yeah, he said it was one of the most popular spots in the park, so it might be hard to get parking. So yeah, we'll try it on the way up. If not, we'll hit it on the way back. But yeah, we'll see.
All right, see you at the next stop. Be sure to check out our Amazon storefront for a curated list of RV camping and travel pics. Click the link in the description. All right, babe. So what did you think about the Green River Overlook?
Every time we go to an overlook, I think that's the best overlook. Then we go to the next one, and that's the best overlook.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, that way it just didn't even look real.
Yeah. I mean, you could like see down into the canyon and see the river. I mean, it was gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, I really wish that we could have gotten closer, but you know, I didn't see any roads down there. But I mean,
I didn't see any roads either. But
wow,
yeah, it was beautiful.
That just looked amazing.
Yeah, really nice. And they actually have some camping spots up here, maybe for like van campers and tent campers. So I mean, that would be such a cool place to like, you know.
Yeah, just right as before you get to the overlook, there's some camping spots.
Watch the sunset or the sunrise.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
So we are now off to the White Rim Overlook. So
all right, let's do it.
We'll see what that has to offer. You know, maybe that'll be the next best view. But they've all been amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That one, loved it. I mean, so far that's been my favorite stop right there.
Yeah, I don't know. Canyonlands is looking pretty high on the list here. I'm telling you, I am pleasantly surprised.
Yes. So we will see you at White Rim Overlook. So I think we missed a turn and we are actually at the Grand View Point Overlook. So we're here now. So we're going to go ahead and enjoy this, and then we'll try to catch the one that we missed on the way back down. But this is basically the end of the road. Plenty of parking, although we had to park on the side of the street. And we'll see what this has to offer, so stay tuned.
It's kind of like that. The Grand View. Oh yeah.
So we made it to the Grand View. This is the end of the line.
It is, but it is definitely grand.
It is grand. The name is very befitting.
Absolutely.
So this has been awesome. We may have one more stop for lunch, and then I think we're going to hit the trails. on our bikes.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit.
So we have doubled back to the White Rim Overlook, which is also a picnic area. And I mean, this place is jam-packed. Like, there's like really nowhere to park, and all the picnic areas are taken. So we've just kind of pulled off. We're gonna go ahead and have some lunch. I mean, we still have a really good view. You can see, we can still see the overlook, but not what we had in mind. But we're hungry, so it's lunchtime, and then we'll pick things up after this. So we have just finished our bike ride, and I'm trying to look on the map real quick. We were on the Schaefer Trail. So not the hiking trail, not to be confused with the hiking trail, but the off-road trail. So right before you get to the visitor center.
Yep.
So you take a gravel road down to a dirt road, and once you get to the dirt road, you either need to have a 4x4 or something that can handle the roads, because the roads were really bumpy. I mean, the roads is bumpy now, but it was really bumpy.
Oh yeah, it was a lot worse. Yeah,
but
the further down you go.
What did you think about riding down into the canyon?
Oh, it was definitely cool. You know, yeah, I mean, you're on this gravel road with like Jeeps and other people and stuff, so you know, you definitely have to kind of watch out, pull to the side, and there's some areas where it's a little narrow. You know, when you're on the side of a cliff, there are no guardrails. There's nothing.
Gotta share the road.
Gotta share the road, yeah. But I mean, yeah, it was definitely fun. The views were amazing. Having the e-bikes was definitely a good thing, because you know, once you start getting down to hitting those switchbacks, those hills are like this. I mean, they are really steep. So very steep inclines. Yeah, steep inclines, and it's It's not, you know, flat or,
In
you know,
half a
really.
mile, turn right onto
you know,
Southport Road.
you're hitting bumps and ruts and stuff. So
Yeah, there's a reason why we mainly saw Jeeps on that road.
Oh yeah. It was Jeeps and 4x4 trucks.
Yeah.
Yep. That is, and I mean, there was even a sign basically at the front that was saying that, hey, you know, that's basically what they recommended. But the ranger in the visitor center was saying that trail, like, it's like 100 miles.
Yeah, I mean, we just was on a little tip up, you know.
Yeah.
Not that adventurous, and I don't think our battery would last that long.
Oh, definitely not.
So
But,
we wanted the experience of riding it because we saw the trail from like the Schaefer Overlook.
Yeah, from the Overlook. Yeah.
And so we thought, wow, people are actually down there riding their bikes. That would be so cool. So we tried it.
Yeah, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was awesome. It was definitely one of those experiences that one day I'll be like, remember that time when we rode our bikes down into the canyon at Canyonlands?
I mean, we were probably out, what, like an hour and a half?
Yeah.
So
I mean, but the views were beautiful. It seemed like at every turn, it was awesome. So we are at Island in the Sky District.
Yes.
And this has been a great experience. So thank you for coming along with us.
Thank you. Yes, and there are 4 districts to Canyonlands. This is just the first one. In a couple of days, we're going to go to the Needles, which is another district, and then there's another one that's down by the river. That is. I think that's the one that had like the 10-mile hikes and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, so there's Island in the Sky, the Needles, the Maze, and the Rivers.
Yeah.
And they all are, you enter the park at different points to get to all of them.
Yeah. And the Maze, they said, you definitely need like 4-wheel drive and all that, which we do not have. So, we just kind of had to scratch that off the list. And the Rivers, that had the like really long hikes and stuff. So I don't know that we'll do that, but we'll definitely go check out the Needles because we like hiking through the through the canyon. Yeah, that is fun.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right. So thanks for joining us.
Yep. See you soon.
Wander safely.